I have 9 years of experience in the IT domain, and my educational background is BTech and MBA. And I have been teaching since 5 years too many subjects like and technologies like computer science, AWS, Linux, information practices, data science, data analytics, and SQL, and others also. So uh, that's all about me. And in that, my vision is like to provide the students a better curriculum by which they can associate their career, and they can get some growth. Scope of the demo, in that we will cover few of the topics in the demo sessions, and we will discuss about that, and we'll brief about those topics. Okay, those outlines, like in that we have mentioned too many topics or the curriculum of the course by which we can associate to the students, so that they have a understanding what they are delivering to, or what they will be learn in the upcoming sessions or in the course. So we have outlines like we will learn data science basics, Python fundamentals we will learn, data structure and data manipulations will learn, data visualization, statics, introduction of a machine, logistic regressions, random forest, and decision making, and so on. Okay, so by these of topics, we will cover the data science, and will learn more in that deeper side. Some few of the topics also we will cover, like we will learn about the database, we'll learn about the analytical tool like a Tableau, we will learn about the advanced Excel. So from this course, so we'll cover all of the aspects which required as a BA in the profile. Uh, Add-on topics. These are the topics which will add on in this course. Like we'll teach about Agile and Scrum, that is related to the project management and also the project management. In the Agile and Scrum, we will teach about the methodologies, like what are Agile and what are Scrums. In the project management, will teach about the what is the project management, and what how many stages are there in the project management, and what are the methodologies in the current trend organizations are using. Next one is additional source course resources that we will provide to students, like training notes will provide, some resume formats will provide, and training supports, like whatever the students will have some issues in their trainings, we will provide the support for that, and will resolve the doubts. Next one is the project and use cases. In that, we have mentioned few of the projects, like what we have taught the students, and what type of projects students will learn. So in that, we have mentioned two projects, like movie recommendation system project and Amazon product review sentiment analysis. In that, in both of that, we will provide some recommendation techniques, and will analyze the how people understand, or how people think about their habits or interests. And second one is the Amazon product reviews, sentiment analysis. In that, we will associate with the consumers' sentiment, like how they feel about the product, how they feel about any movie. So that kind of sentiment analysis we will teach over here. Like we any consumer have the positive review, any consumer have the negative review. So these are the sentiment analysis we'll learn in this. Next is certification. In that, we will mention over here the CES certificate, certified data science, and IBM data science professional certificates. We'll cover 80% of data in that curriculum, and these are the courses by which any student will got certified a global level of certifications, and the prizes will be associate exam for that $120, and the predictive model exam will be 250. So, and for the IBM data science professional certification, that also have the price like $234. By those certifications, students will learn more, and got the global level certification. They will help in their career. Next one is the lab setup. So lab setup is like uh, we will use the data science techniques, like we'll learn Python, R, advanced Excel, and Tableau. So we have uh, create some labs over the laptop or their desktop. So we need to require some system requirement, like Windows. We will require like a updated one, like the current one is the Windows 10 or Windows 11 Pro or something else, and we will at least require 500 GB or 1 TB will be more feasible for us, and the memory will be 16 GB, and the CPU core will be the 4 cores. CPU will be more advantageable, and the software will require in to providing or to maintain the lab. We will have to set up the Python in the Anaconda. We will can use the Spider also, and the R programming will use R Studio and Advanced Excel and SQL. So these type of tools we require to set up our lab. And we will provide some mock-up interviews over there, like mock-up sessions are there, so that student will feel or believe that they will be the got the certification from their right platform. So we'll cover few of the questions over here, like what is a logistic regression, what is a linear regression, and few more, like what is auto encoder technique, and what are the differences between the correlation and covariance. And that is all in the about the session, and we'll after that we'll discuss about the demo part, like what are the topics we will cover in this demo session. So let's start with the data science introduction. So in that session we are going to discuss after the briefing about the mind magic. We'll start the today's session. In the today's session, we will cover the introduction of the data science, and in the data science session, we will cover some introduction, type of analytics, what will be we learn in this topic, and area of analytics, what are the challenges, what are the scopes, and the conclusion of the data science. Let's get started from the introduction part. Basically, what is data science or business analytics? Data science or business analytics refers to the process, tools, and techniques used to gain valuable insight and improve business decisions using data. It involves examining past and current data to find trends, patterns, and opportunities that can influence strategic plannings and performance improvement across all levels of an organization. So when we talk about the data science or business analytics, both are similar terms. So in that in that data science or business analytics, we calculating the insights when we have some data. Let's suppose as an example for that, like when we have an organization level data, so we use that data and some analytics over that data and try to find out some patterns, some hidden insights, and some valuable decisions. Like a let's talk about the data. We have few of the columns over there and the too many rows over there. So we will try to analyze that data. Like what are the past trends, what are the current trends, and how we will predict the coming trend. So that is in the business analytics or data. So we have few types of business analytics techniques. Like business analytics is an umbrella term that encompasses four distinct type of data analysis. We have four types, like descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. In descriptive analytics, summarizing past data to understand what happened. In that, we will uh, understand what happened in the past data. In the diagnostic analytics, we are investigates the reasons behind past events to identify the trends and patterns. Next one is the predictive analytics. use historical data and statistical models to predict future outcomes. So by that, we will draw the insights over the historical data or past data and build the statistical models and try to predict the future outcomes. Like what are the future outcomes for that particular organization or particular objective. And prescriptive analytics recommends action based on the predictions to optimization decision making. So on that analytics, we are recommend some action based predictions and try to optimize the decision making predictions. So let's get deeper insight in that analytics. So first one is descriptive analytics. Whenever we are trying to answer questions such as what were the sales figures last year or what has occurred before, we are basically doing descriptive analytics. In descriptive analytics, we describe or summarize the past data and transform it into easily comprehensible forms such as chart or graph. So in that, we are only try to find out whenever we have the data. So we try to figure out what were the sales figures last year. So in that, we only address the past patterns, past trends in the data so that we can understand the past history of the data. For example, would be finding out the percentage of the leads that we couldn't convert and the potential amount of the business that we lost due to this. Let's have example for the leads. Like let's suppose we have run a campaign over the Google AdWord, and we are running the ad campaign, and we will end of the day we will try to generate a report what are the leads we have got and what are the rejections we have, how many impressions we have, how many clicks over there, that particular ad. So that kind of analytics we can do, and also we can find out that like we have run that ad campaign and how many leads we have rejected. So that kind of pattern we can understand. Next one is the predictive analytics. Predictive analytics is exactly what it sounds like. It is that the side of the business analytics where predictions about the future event are made. So in that we are trying to predict over the data. First, we need to understand the data, the historical trend, and after that we will cover or we will draw some hidden insights, and with the help of the graph or visualizations, we will try to predict the data. What will be the upcoming outcomes. So, for example, an example of the predictive analytics is calculating the expected sales figures for the upcoming sales. So, let's suppose an example for that, like when any e-commerce company have the current revenue in the current year, so they will in their organization, their business analysts do some predictive analytics over the current data or past data and try to predict that what will be the upcoming revenue in the next coming year. Third one is prescriptive analytics. In the case of the prescriptive analytics, we make use to simulation, data modeling, and optimization of the algorithm to find answers to questions such as what needs to be done. This is used to provide solution and identify the potential results of those solutions. So prescriptive analytics, like we have some trends, we have some doubts over the data. So like on the basis of the past data or some predictive analytics, we will try to predict or we will try to run that what needs to be done to improve the revenue, improve the sales, or improve the processes. So that kind of prescriptive analytics we can do over the past data. In this field of business analytics, we have recently surfaced and is on heavy rise since it gives multiple solutions with their possible effectiveness to the problems faced by the businesses. Let's say plan A fails or there aren't enough resources to execute, then there's a still plan B and the plan C. In that, we will try to find out the best short path and some more multiple options to execute the process or improve the performance of any business. So we will use that too many plans over there. Diagnostic analytics. Diagnostic analytics involves analyzing past business performances to identify the cause of certain outcomes. It helps business understand and what happened in the organization and why. So in that, basically in the diagnostic analytics, we will understand like what happened and how we need to rectify that, how we need to diagnose that, what are the outcomes by which we can diagnose that particular constraint or issues or problems. So diagnostic analytics uses different technologies like data mining and statistical analysis to dig deeper into historical data and gain useful insight. Some common applications of the diagnostic analytics include identifying factors that influence customer churns, determining reasons for project delays or budget overruns, and finding causes that impact product quality and consumer satisfaction. So, by this, we can identify the issues or cause why the performance is going on. That is the reason. So, after that, we'll rectify that and find out some solution. Next one is the areas of analytics. In that topic, we'll cover the what are the applications or what are the areas we will use the business analytics or data science. Data science or business analytics is a very useful process and that is used in the different sector, whether it be the IT sector, the healthcare domain, or any other type of business. Business analytics can help improve the immense. Then, hence, there are a vast number of applications of the business analytics. Some of the notable examples of the business analytics. We can use the business analytics or data science, optimization of the supply chain. We can forecast the revenue. We can use in the pinpointing reasons for the employee iteration, fraud detections. We can find out the fraud detection over that any transaction, some recommendation system like whenever you let's have an example like anyone uh, purchase any product over the e-commerce site, and whenever we search the product over the e-commerce site and after put the term over the search engine over the e-commerce site, we will got some results, and whenever we got that results and we click over there, after that you can see in the bottom of the page, you will see the bottom of the page some recommended items like those are related to the product which you have intent to buy. So they are associated with that product and they are recommended that product, those are related to that product. Like when we purchase some mobile over there, so on the top of the bottom of the page, we will see that some it will show some products like tempered glass over there, some earbuds over there, some back covers over there. So those are the associated items to the product. So that's why it will show in the bottom of the page. So that is the recommendation system. Finding out the number of cabs in the Uber and Ola we will use also. And too many people are using that services. In that we address that like whenever you in the any region, they will reflect some services, what are the services you have in that particular region. So that kind of you can use the in the applications. Price pointing comparison, so you can use some analytics over there in the price point. Challenges of the business analytics, like what are the challenges we are facing in that. Business analytics can be tricky. Collecting reliable data and making sense of the complex information is hard. Still, solution exists to conquer these common data hurdles. In that, we have some hurdles over there or challenges over there, like a data complexity. We all know about that. In the today's era, we have too many datas over there, like a big data we have. So that is also some challenge over there. Data interpretation, even with quality data, finding meaningful insights, inquiries, considerable data science and analytical expertise to explore relationship and patterns effectively. In that, uh, we will we have too many data over there, but we need to interpret that data and to draw the some insights. So that is a huge data. So to interpret that data, that will be a challenging task. Tool disconnectivity. Many analytical tools and platforms generate output that is often disconnected rather than integrated, entering enterprise-wide awareness. Like we use the we use too many tools over the data analytics or data science or business analytics. In that we use Power BI, Excel, Advanced Excel, Python, R, Spider. So too many tools we are using. But we have too many big data in that current era. So tools will be create some disconnectivity. So that is also the challenge due to the big data. Acceptance, hesitation, lack of skills and a data driven culture can make organizational alignment and implementation of the analytics. Despite extensive proof of concept, patience and persistence thus become mandatory. So that is also the challenge in the business analytics, like not having the too much skills required as per the business analytics to do the analytics. So that is also the challenge. Future scope of the business analytics. As we mentioned over above, there are a lot of different sectors recruiting business analytics professionals. Hence, the current career scope of the business analytics is very wide. Business analytics professionals are hired for different kinds of job roles. Their responsibilities may differ a little based on their designation and the sector in which their organization operates, but the end goals is the same: solving problems, solving business problems. The future scope of the business analytics. Overall, in a nutshell, we can say that we are solving the business problems by the analytics or the data science. What are the skills we require? First, we need to have some strong analytical skills, or we need to have some problem solving attitude, and we need to have MS Excel knowledge over there and some business acumen. Business acumens are like you can take some decisions over the insights, to check the insights and to you can think over the insights and you can take some decisions over the insights. So that is the business acumen. Next one is the conclusion. So business analytics is a powerful tool that empowers organizations to gain actionable insights, make informed decisions, and drive success in a increasingly competitive business environment. So, in a nutshell, we can say that business analytics is a powerful tool by which we can draw some insights. We can draw by the help of the insights, we can take some decisions that will be more helpful for problem the solver, uh, uh, solving the problems, and for the any organization's problem. So we can take some decisions over the insights and take some better decisions over the insights. So that is all in the understanding about business objective and constraint. What are business objective and constraints? Before going to do any project for the as a business analytics, we need to understand what are the business objectives and what are the constraints. So let's discuss about that. What is business objective? A business objective is a specific measurable outcome that a company works to achieve. Company leaders set business objectives that help the organization meet its long-term goal. Business objectives should be recorded so that teams can easily access them. Business objectives cover many different factors of the company's success, such as the financial health, operations, and productivity and growth. So basically, Business objectives are the goals, short-term goals. The short-term goals, which short-term goals the company, like let's have an example for that. Like as a business objective, uh, a company has a sales in their past year and they want to increase their revenue. So that is the objective. Like they want to achieve their revenue like 5 trillion or 2 million. So that is the short term objective of that. So we can say that that is the business objective. And what are the factors we need to cover in this to achieve that that particular objective? What is business objective or business goal? Those are different terms. Let's understand this. A business goal is a broad, long term outcome that a company works toward. Goals usually inform which strategies that department leaders will implement. A business objective, however, is a specific short term outcome or action that helps the company achieving long term goals. So, in that, business goal is a broad or long term outcome. Like that, we can also say that that is the vision of the company. So, and about the business objective are the short term goals by which we can achieve our business goals. So that is a difference in the business goal or business objective. Example, we have few examples over here for the business objectives, like increase profit margins by 5% by the end of the quarter, recovers 50% of the total outstanding debt from the each quarter, the following quarter of the next year, increase revenue by 10%. That is also the business objective. Offer 3 new holiday sales event in the coming year. That is also move 30% of the surplus stock by the end of the Q2. So these are the business objectives. That are the short-term goal to achieve the. That is are the short-term objectives that complete the business goals. What are the constraints? A business constraints can be anything that is stopping a company from achieving its goals. Typically, constraints include time, capacity, material, people, and manpower, capital resources, and money. And constraints can come from any area of the business. Constraints are those terms which are restricted to the business growth or business performance. Those are the constraints. So we have example, a bank that must comply with a new regulation before the end of the year, a project with many stakeholders that requires sign off from 15 different individuals for major artifacts such as the project plan. So a new data center that can only procure 1500 data storage devices in the next 3 months due to the global storage. Require the sign off from the 15 different individuals. That is the business constraints. So that kind of constraints we need to tackle in our business. So that's all, guys, in the business objective and business constraints.